Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fourth Down Focus. This is the things we learned from week 2. We're right underway now. And I've got a question for everyone, which is why I am starting it. So, my question is, who is the only team in the NFL that has numbers on the side of their helmet?
The side? Because the front is...
The side, not on the back, on the side.
There's only 2 that have it on the front, I believe. Giants is one of them. On the side?
On the side, well, where a lot of teams have the badge. There's only one
question.
I feel like it's the Raiders, and this is why you said it.
No, it's not.
No, it's not the Raiders. Is it? I'm looking for all the teams now. I'm gonna make a guess of the. Who the fuck?
On the side.
I'm just gonna make a guess. Fucking Cardinals. I don't know.
No.
Dolphins.
James? No. The answer is the Chargers. I noticed it last night, and then I went and looked for it.
I did think it had something to do with it.
And they are the only one.
Right.
But I'll let James lead us into the game because I'm shit at the rest of this.
Yeah, right. So, first thing we learned, I guess, from the Packers versus Commanders, big one for the Packers. I'll start with you, Max.
I've wrote down Packers are the best team in the NFL currently. I don't think there's any dispute in that.
Kian?
Mine's down a very similar route. I'll just put serious Super Bowl contender. They look unbelievable.
Mine was very close to being a serious Super Bowl contender. So, yeah.
I think Micah Parsons' trade might have been bigger than we actually initially thought, because I feel like when it all happened, we we're all like, yeah, but they're not going to win out. It's just Micah. But that defense, he's like lifted them. They look insane.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I just think I've said it the whole time, but I think it will purely depend on the offense because the defense is at the level there to compete. So we'll see how the offense keeps up. But Josh Jacobs is much better than I thought he'd be as well. Like, I didn't think he'd carry on his form, and he has done, so fair play.
The only other thing I've got to say about this game is that I wish I didn't start Krosky Merritt in the flex. I'm not buying into that hype again next week.
Definitely not. Next up, Saints 49ers, and I'll go to Kian first on this one.
I've got it sort of shows that they can perform without Purdy, but at the same time, it is only the Saints. So we'll have to wait and see how that progresses the longer his injury goes on.
Max?
I've put wasn't as bad as expected, as I thought this was going to be the stinker of the week, and it actually wasn't that bad. Mac Jones got nearly 300 passing yards. Like, it wasn't that bad to watch.
Yeah, mine was Mac Jones might be one of the better backups in the NFL. It was
you were saying that Spencer Rattler were going to beat him on the predictions episode, James.
I was pleasantly surprised by Mac Jones. Spencer Rattler, again, I don't think the Saints were as bad as we expected them to be in the first 2 games, as much as they did lose. I still don't think they've been particularly awful. Not saying they've been great, but they haven't been like 0-17 bad, which is what we thought they could have been.
Well, I mean, they're on the way to that.
Don't worry, they play us in a couple of weeks. Speaking of, yeah, I'm just going to let one of you start because I'm not starting this.
Max, I'll let you go first.
I've got down what the fuck even happened here. This was probably the most, as a neutral, I know James was ripping his hair out, but as a neutral, this was the most entertaining end to a game I've seen in a while.
Kian?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. It was a great game to watch. I've just written down that Brandon Aubrey could probably hit a field goal with his eyes closed. That guy is automatic. And let's not forget, a failed MLS player as well. So we need to see some more footballers coming over. I reckon Enoch Shawumni could do a job.
And he's my fantasy kicker. He got like 20 points.
Mine was, if I speak my actual opinions on Shane Bowen, this podcast is cancelled.
I mean, go on. You said it before, right?
I can't fucking stand this bloke, genuinely. It's genuinely driving me fucking insane how this bloke is still employed. It's like, I cannot believe what I'm watching. 25 seconds we had to stop them getting into field goal range. I don't care if it's fucking Aubrey. It shouldn't have been anywhere near 65 yards out anyway.
It's like watching Arsenal fan TV.
Well, yeah, and if fucking... Everyone said it'd be our fucking offense that's the problem, and our offense is actually completely fine. Just the defense fucking stinks. So yeah, there's
Well-
always that. So just get rid of Shane Bowen, and I might actually not kill myself by the end of the season.
I might clip out a clip from the preseason episode when James said that he thinks the Giants have one of the best defenses in the league.
Yeah, we do want talent. It's just shame it's coached by a fucking.
That is a thing that James said. That
He
happened.
did say that.
And there's so much talent in there, and I wouldn't back it. I wouldn't disagree too much on talent, but it's a shame that we've just got a fucking idiot who runs it. Moving on. Jets, Bills, Max.
I wrote down Tyrod Taylor season because Justin Fields unfortunately has an injury. The only other thing I could think of that happened in this game was James Cook proved he's still one of the elite backs in this league. Josh Allen had a bit of a quiet game. I know he came off very briefly for a nose injury. I don't know what happened there. Like face planted the floor. Yeah, it wasn't the most entertaining game. It was a pretty routine win for the Bills.
Kian?
I've literally just written James Cook because they didn't really show this game much on Red Zone at all. Maybe Justin Fields isn't that guy, but I know he obviously went off injured. Nice to see Tyrod Taylor back, but it's not really. But apart from that, yeah, it was a pretty naff game, man.
Mine was Josh Allen has ruined my fantasy week.
Oh, you want to talk about ruining fantasy weeks? We'll get into that.
13 points from Josh Allen, which actually cost me my league. If he just had a half decent game throwing the ball, I might have been fine. But nah, and my other point would be the Bills, in my opinion, definitely winning the Super Bowl.
I pray. I'm a Bills fan for the rest of the season now.
Definitely win the Super Bowl.
A Bills Packers Super Bowl, that's the dream, I think. That's what I want to see.
Can't wait for
Eagles,
the Lions. Eagles, Chiefs, or Lions. Fucking Jesus. Oh, shit. Next up, Titans, Rams. Kian, you can go first.
Cam Ward is just Will Levis if all of Will Levis's stupid ideas actually worked. Because there was actually a clip where it was the thing that actually got memed of Will Levis last year, but it worked for Cam Ward. And I think he looked better this week as well.
He did look a little bit better.
Not a lot, but there was some improvement there.
I've got down Adams and Nakua could be the best wide receiver duo in the league currently. They both went off. Like they both had crazy games.
This is why I said
one of them was a prick.
This is why I bet them. Mine was Aomanor might be the steal of the entire draft for the Titans.
He looks really good. I might even try pick him up in fantasy if no one else does. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean he's got a very good receiver there. I had him quite high on draft boards anyway. I don't know where he actually fell to in the end, but it was probably lower than he should have gone. But apart from Egbuka, I think he's probably looked like one of the most impressive rookie receivers so far. So as far as the Rams, yeah, I did bat them to be very, very good this year, and they are proving me right, especially with that Puka and Devontae connection in the receiver room. Lions, Bears, Max?
I've gone with maybe Detroit didn't need Ben Johnson after all. Yeah, the Bears just sort of fell apart and got absolute. The floodgates opened. St. Brown had an insane game, and they just dominated a bit like how we saw them do a few times last season. I think everyone, including us, might have overreacted a little bit to week one. I think they just lost against a very good Packers side, so the Lions are probably still a very decent side.
Kian?
I've got Roma Dunze is exactly what we thought he was going to be this year. He's looked really good so far. He's probably the only positive of that Bears offense. And I've also got Isaac Tesler as a fucking joke. Why does that guy just put off one insane catch a game and then just go missing? It's insane.
Yeah, that is wild.
Mine was Caleb Williams has worse stats after his first 18 matches than Mitch Trubisky for the Bears.
Don't you talk about mine and Kian's friend like that.
Yeah, he's my friend, man.
And also the Lions had a point to prove, and they proved it very, very quickly.
To be fair, they needed that after the Packers game. They needed like a massive blowout against a divisional opponent. So they'll probably be very happy with how that planned out for them.
Oh yeah, and I regret saying the Bears could compete for a playoff spot.
They're a bit like the Giants in a way.
Yeah, they're
like on paper they're pretty decent, but in games they just fall apart.
Yeah, fair, but they haven't. I don't know what their excuse.
Yeah,
They
it
have
is weird.
for them. It doesn't seem to work. Next up, Dolphins versus the Patriots. Max.
Tua got 300 plus passing yards, and they still lost.
Kian.
Mine is actually, I know that the Patriots won, but there's still a lot of work to be done with that team when you're letting Tua put 27 points on your head.
Mine was its punt return season.
Fair.
I mean, we saw a very good one last night from Jalen Royal. Not Jalen Noel. Was it Royal? Noel? It was one of them.
Noel.
Can't remember.
No.
I think I was playing Score Hero at the time.
Moving on. Ravens versus the Browns. Max, go on.
Did this game happen? I don't remember this game. I thought Flacco maybe benched by week 5. Dylan Gabriel came in and got one more passing touchdown than Jalen Hurts has this season so far. However, Stefanski said after the game he's not even considering starting Dylan Gabriel against the Packers, which is probably a wise decision because Micah might kill him. So if he's going to kill Flacco, at least Flacco's already on his way out. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's tough.
I've just got fuck Derrick Henry.
I mean,
because how he lost me that week. I mean, to be honest with you, my problem is more with the offensive calls of not giving him the ball at the 1 yard line. I mean, that's just insane.
All I'm saying, Grant Delpit told no lies. We shut Derrick Henry down. We still lost by 41 points, but we shut Derrick Henry down.
Yeah, it's just a shame you didn't shut anyone else down on that Baltimore offense.
I mean, we shut Lamar down rushing.
Yeah,
we
sort of
focused on the run game, but the passing game was open season.
Kian sort of took mine a bit. I was going to say at fourth, they got 3 attempts on the 1 yard line, and you still don't put in Derrick Henry. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's quite annoying how we managed to keep this game somewhat close.
I'm sorry, but you have a human battering ram and you don't put him in on the 1 yard line. What?
It was a proper Seahawks Super Bowl sort of moment.
It was 100%. Next up, Bengals Jaguars. Kian.
I've got the incompetence shown from the front office of the Bengals to not protect Joe Burrow again is crazy. He's slowly becoming an Andrew Luck what could have been type of player.
I've gone down a very, very similar route. I've put Burrow might have an early retirement like Andrew Luck.
Mine was Joe Burrow, please leave Cincinnati as soon as possible.
I keep seeing this. There was a tweet and I kept seeing it. It was like there's like so many obese people in America and they can't find 5 to guard Burrow.
My other one was I was right. Travis Hunter is an elite at either position that he plays.
What I want to know is how possibly bad can a toe injury be that it keeps you out for 3 months?
You need surgery, apparently.
Like how bad can that be? What
they need to rename. I think that's another one. Can they?
Apparently, that's really bad.
Can they rename turf toe something that sounds more like the severity of the injury?
Yeah, because turf toe just it makes me laugh every time I see it on the injury report. It's like
it doesn't sound serious at all, and it actually is quite bad. Right, next up, Steelers Seahawks. I'll go first. Caleb Johnson, what the fuck?
Yeah, he probably lost them.
I've got the exact same words written down.
I've gone slightly different. I actually forgot about that, and I'm quite glad you reminded me. I've got JSN and Cooper Kupp might also be the best wide receiver duo in the league right now. They also both had insane games. JSN is one of the best receivers in the league, and I don't think that's spoke about enough.
I just can't get over the freaking whatever that was. From
that was insane.
It was kind of like
it also cost me £100, so yeah, all fun and games.
It was kind of like the Steelers game last week when the Jets fumbled the kickoff return and then let the Steelers score straight away. It was like that, but reversed.
Fumbling is one thing, just not even going anywhere near it.
Yeah. Caleb Johnson might never play a snap again for Pittsburgh.
It was the realization on his end when he did it, and everyone started staring at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It was that moment for me where I was like, "Oh Jesus." Moving on, Cardinals Panthers, Max.
I've got the Cardinals somehow actually nearly bottled this because I believe it was like 27 points to like 9, and Bryce Young just went off and they nearly came back into the game. I think like a penalty might have decided it right at the end. I can't remember, but yeah, I can't believe they nearly blew that game, to be honest.
Kian.
I've got McMillan is a beast. Third and Renfro is back, but they won't win anything with Bryce Young.
Mine was without Tet. This would have been 27-0 because that man was just absolutely all over the offense. But the Panthers are just straight shite, which I didn't think they'd be this bad, but they are bad. I don't know how they've like not really improved off last year. It is really, really bad.
Get Dalton back in. I've seen enough.
Next up, Colts Broncos. Kian.
Oh yeah, please do let me start. Bo Nix is a little fraud, and Daniel Jones is the MVP already.
Max.
I've just written down Colts are actually serious, which really, if we go back to the preseason predictions episode, I backed Shane Steichen to be the first coach sacked. I should have gone with my second choice, which was Mike McDaniel, because I think that after the clip I sent you to earlier, that man has nothing going on between his ears.
That's what I got. That's what I did have written down for that game.
Yeah, there's nothing going on between that man's ears.
Mine, I have two. One was don't forget how the Saints started last year, and the other one was congrats Indy, you're getting fooled into giving this man a massive contract again. Because I've seen this on.
He just is the GOAT.
You've seen it before. Contract year, he all of a sudden turns into fucking unreal quarterback. You give him his money.
Just give him a new contract every year, then.
Stop hating on Indiana Jones. Yeah, that's a good point, Kate. Just keep putting him on 1-year deals.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Just franchise tag him every season.
Yeah, no, just remember the Saints last year as well. I'll say about the Colts. Next up,
the Colts are going to the Super Bowl.
Chiefs Eagles. Max.
I've written down the Chiefs dynasty may actually be over. And also, this game won me £99 because taking the knee counts as a Jalen Hurts rushing attempt.
Kian?
That was the highlight of my weekend.
I've written down, has the tush push ever been done legally?
It's a great one.
I'm not complaining because that's also rushing attempts for Jalen Hurts. So.
Mine is every week.
Every time they line up is wrong.
They're always some form of penalty on their lineup. Mine was Jalen Hurts is not a top 10 quarterback.
I'm not having this debate with you.
Here we go again.
Simply
100 throwing yards, less passing touchdowns than Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel is a top 2 quarterback in the NFL, and he's not number 2. That's why.
Oh, I was about to do that.
Moving on. Vikings Falcons. Max.
Bijan Robinson is him, and I've put him in capital letters. He is him. Bijan Robinson is ridiculous. I fucking love watching him. He might be my favorite running back in the league to watch, not named Quinshon Judkins. Apart from that, I didn't really have anything else to say about this game apart from JJ McCarthy's ass, and I warned you all that he was ass, and no one listened. So,
Kian.
This is where I put on my tinfoil hat a little bit. So I've got that. Firstly, JJ McCarthy is not very good, but secondly, I don't think he's injured. I think they're saying he's injured to protect him from the media and just pull him silently because he really wasn't very good this weekend.
Maybe it's just Carson Wentz season.
Isn't it like Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning next week?
Carson Wentz, Jake Browning. We've made week 3 and we've already got that match.
Mariota versus Fernandez as well. Mine for this one was Kevin O'Connell might start shouting instead of whispering to his quarterbacks because JJ McCarthy's a bit shit.
I just realised that we could get the London crowd could be treated to Joe Flacco versus Carson Wentz, and people paid money for that. I'm glad I did.
I think we'll see a lot of tickets on fucking resale if that is the case.
If they're cheap, I'll take one.
I'll go for a 10.
Fucking hell. Texans, Bucks, Kian.
When Baker Mayfield dies, he's going to sit up like the Undertaker, just if he like senses a chance to shit talk someone. Because I swear to God, I love that guy so much.
Max.
I've got two things about this game. I haven't written the second one down, but the first one is I miss Baker Mayfield so much. I fall asleep thinking about that man every night. I miss him so much. The second one is that in the group chat last night, James kept saying that this game was kind of ass, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. I don't know. I just felt like, I mean, there was drama, and I always love a bit of NFL drama, but in terms of skill level, it did fall off a little bit after like the first quarter, but I still sort of enjoyed it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was half watching that, and I also had WWE on, but I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it.
Mine was the Texans. There's no team in the league I less rather watch than the Houston Texans, and never back against Baker.
I quite enjoy watching their defense. Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson
No one's watching NFL for fucking defense though.
Speak for yourself. That's all the Browns have got.
Yeah, but you shouldn't enjoy that.
Well, I have to enjoy that because defense is on the field 90% of the time.
Fair point. Finally, the Raiders versus the Chargers. Kian.
Get
fucked. So, Chip Kelly needs to fuck off back to Ohio State because he doesn't know how to use Ashton Genty. Zamir White is one of them overweight people who should go and guard Joe Burrow because he's fucking terrible. And I'd rather have a blind one-armed Derek Carr than Geno Smith.
Max?
Ian loved Geno Smith last week, by the way.
Nah, fuck that guy. Shit.
I've got two things for this one as well. First one is never have a game kick off at 3 a.m. in our time zone ever again. I fell asleep just as the second quarter started. I couldn't watch it anymore. And secondly, about the actual game, the Chargers might win the AFC West because I'm not sure the Chiefs will actually do it for once.
Yeah, mine was 3 a.m. kickoff is the worst invention in NFL history, and Cameron Dicker is the best kicker in the NFL by an absolute country mile.
Dicker the kicker.
I 100% take him. I think he's like one kick away from being the most accurate in NFL history, over 100 kicks, something like that. He's like 96%. Something stupid.
I prefer Brandon Aubrey.
I'll do that for this week.
Can they just stop giving
Have
up?
We got any overall thoughts for the week, boys?
If we concede one more 60-plus yard field goal to lose us a game, I'm never watching the Giants ever again.
Well, James actually said after that game that he wasn't watching them again until they fire the defensive coordinator. So let's all tune back in next week when James is awake at 1:20 at UK time watching the Chiefs-Giants primetime game after we've all seen Post Malone. So that'll be fun.
I cannot believe the 1 week I would have avoided 6 o'clock we've been put on fucking prime time. I've never been more upset in my life to see us on television.
It was the funniest thing ever. Kean was like, "Oh, what's the Sunday night game? We'll see if we can make it back to watch it." And I'm like, "Oh, it's the Giants game."
Honest to God. Although if we do win, the Chiefs would be 0-3, which would be probably even more funny than us being 0-3.
That would be very funny.
I'm going to back you to win, but if you lose it a lot, it'll be really funny. It's like a hate watch for the Chiefs, but also a hate watch for you specifically.
Brilliant. On that note, I think we'll call it there. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back in a couple of days with our predictions for next week. But thank you very much to Kian and Max for joining me, and we will see you all in a few days.